Coming up right now on SUTV News, find out how one student used summer camp to refine his leadership skills.
And find out ways you can relax and improve your health.
It's all right now. Hello and thanks for joining us on SUTV News. I'm Holly Harrar.
And I'm John Schaeffer. As a college student, your weeks are most likely too busy to watch the news. Miles Sherman is here with a new segment that will help you catch up on what's going on all around the world.
From the landslide in Washington to the president and the Pope, here's Around the World in 90 seconds. Hey, Miles.
Thanks, guys. Let's get to it. After a 2-week search of the missing flight MH370, new leads have surfaced. The pilot in charge was on his first unsupervised flight. 27-year-old Fareeq Abdul Hamid was handling the wide-body jet for the first time. Hamid had over 2,700 flying hours under his belt and hundreds more on flight simulators. Weeks before the flight, files on his flight simulator had been deleted, raising questions. Currently, Hamid's family and associates are under investigation. Crews are still on search and rescue missions in Washington after the landslide on March 22nd. Up to 24 people are reported dead and 176 are still missing. Yesterday, President Obama delivered his final speech at a European Union-U.S. summit before heading to Rome. He talked of the crisis in Ukraine and once again called on Russia to stand down.
This is not another Cold War that we're entering into. After all, unlike the Soviet Union, Russia leads no bloc of nations, no global ideology. The United States and NATO do not seek any conflict with Russia. In fact, for more than 60 years, we have come together in NATO not to claim other lands, but to keep nations free.
Today, President Obama and Pope Francis met for the first time. Mr. Obama and the Pope greeted each other with a smile and a handshake before posing for pictures at the Vatican. They spoke on a shared commitment to fighting poverty and income inequality. And that was your 90 seconds around the world. Let's send it back to the desk.
Most camp memories consist of roasting marshmallows and telling ghost stories, but one ship student is walking away with an honor.
For longer than he can remember, Lieutenant Reitz has felt his duty was to serve in the U.S. Army. As a cadet in SHIP's ROTC program, he went to Camp LDAC, a leadership development course in Washington, where his crew helped him earn the Warrior Ethos Award.
When one of us was in a leadership position, we would all make them look like the rock star, so it wasn't about individual efforts, it was about what we did for one another out there.
The award is given to someone who has courage and displays good judgment and leadership, both on and off duty.
It was a big deal for us because it meant that, our squad was the best squad at LDAC, and that when I was in leadership, they helped me, and when I helped them, and it really made us look awesome.
The Warrior Ethos Award gives Reitz a great start to his military career, beginning his active duty in the Army after graduation.
Reitz will be attending the Basic Officer Leadership course for Field Artillery.
On Wednesday, April 2nd, Shippensburg University will host the SU Wellness Fair. Beginning at 10 a.m. in the Cub NPR, vendors across the county will present tips on how to improve your lifestyle and your health. SUTV will be there reporting starting at 11 a.m. The fair ends at 2, and it's free and open to the public.
News, scheduling your classes can be stressful. We'll tell you which ones should be at the top of your list.
And find out how you can save money but still have a great summer. It's coming up next.
When it gets down to picking the last few classes in your schedule, it can be tough to figure out what to take. But SUTV is here to help. Miles Sherman reports.
Shippensburg are open to all students.
Here's what's happening in art and history, and here's the revolution that's occurring, social and political and economical. So if you're a science major, it's going to make sense. If you're a history major, it'll make sense, and even math.
Many courses specialize in public speaking, design, and resume building to help students develop professionally.
Because I have a lot of people come up, we don't use design. What is design possibly used in? And I'm like, magazines, cup holders, cup designs, it's product design, it's anything printed you see. I think there's a misconception that it's just ads in newspapers, but it literally touches every facet of our life, and even to the online experience.
Scheduling is around the corner, so be on the lookout for those classes keeping you in tune and upbeat. Miles Sherman, SUTV News.
Over 7,000 students will be trying to schedule this year, so keep those sought-out classes in mind. Get your wallets ready. Minithon is having its first date auction on April 9th. Bidding starts at $5. The date can be romantic or non-romantic of your choosing.
I'll get a paddle with a number on it, and then we will introduce the candidates that are being bid on one by one. We'll give a brief description of their bio, some ideal dates that they would like to go on.
It starts at 7 in Dolphin Room 51. All proceeds go to the Four Diamonds Fund for Pediatric Cancer.
Shippensburg University's group STARS is selling discounted Hershey Park tickets. Instead of paying the regular price of around $60 for a ticket, you can now purchase your tickets through STARS for only $32. You can use the tickets through September 29th. To order tickets, or if you have any questions, email Spencer Haynes at stars@ship.edu. WSYC is holding its annual Up All Night event in April. Hayden Keppert has the story.
WSYC holds its annual Up All Night event every year. The members feel that this year may be their best one yet and have made many changes.
Up All Night is our annual thing, and this is the third year we do it. We're going to be on air 24 hours. And each hour we're going to give away a small prize, such as Bonnaroo ticket, Governor's Ball, Arctic Monkeys, something like that. And also we're planning a lot of promotion online and on campus. So we made flyers, and we're going to do a lot of promotions on Facebook and Twitter.
WSYC expects to continue their success.
So it's definitely a good way to get promotion, and I think it's also a good way to get all the general members involved, give them all little roles to do, and it's able to let this grow and be bigger year after year.
With plenty of DJs and prizes to be given away, this year's event plans to be very fun and entertaining. For SUTV News, I'm Hayden Kephart.
Up All Night is scheduled for April 10th at 2 p.m. Don't go away. Still to come on SUTV News, Priscilla Lucchese is in the studio to tell us if spring is ever going to get here.
And Chandler Harris is back and refreshed from spring break to give us our entertainment news. Wow, John, crazy weather this past week. Snow on Monday, wind on Wednesday. I can't tell you how ready for spring I am.
Holly, I completely agree. I am so ready to start wearing shorts again. Let's see what Priscilla can tell us for the week ahead.
Thanks, guys. The snow on Monday was really unexpected. Thankfully, the snow is gone, but the moisture is sticking around for the weekend. Starting tonight, it will be mostly cloudy, dropping to 34 degrees. The rain will start early tomorrow morning and continue throughout the day. Your high will be 57 degrees. As we take a look ahead, the rain will continue into Saturday with a high of 49. Sunday will start off with more moisture, then clear up later in the day with a high of 51. Starting on Monday, it will be nice with a high of 62 for the day and sunny. On Tuesday, we'll have a chance of showers again with a high of 58, but hopefully it will clear up for the rest of the week. Since the transition from winter to spring has been so back and forth, Holly Harrar finds that global warming could be a contributor. Here's her report.
Instead of taking long, hot showers, what if we bathed like this? Well, maybe that's a stretch, but cutting your showers a few minutes short can help reduce your carbon footprint.
I'm coming.
Using less hot water is just one of the many simple things you can do to help save the planet from global warming. Recycle. As more plastic makes its way to the dumps, so does the Earth's greenhouse effect.
Kobe!
By not recycling plastics, 2,400 pounds of carbon dioxide is dispersed into the air each year. Driving can do the same. Walking more not only saves the Earth from vehicle emissions, but makes you healthier as well. Using less heat, light, and electrical outlets when you don't need them will help reduce the amount of wasted energy. So if you're wondering why parts of the area is getting snow, the answer is simple.
The weather is flip-flopping. It's supposed to be 50 degrees on Friday, 60 degrees by Monday. It's 20 degrees out today. That's just called spring. I mean, that's not unusual. That's a very typical thing.
Dr. Hawkins has a background in climatology and studies the Earth's climate change over time. Through research, he's found that this spring is warmer than previous years and will continue to climb in the future.
Tomorrow, it's not a problem. You know, for your children, for my children, for grandchildren 100 years from now, it's a pretty significant issue.
Do your part to help stop global warming. The Earth and future generations will thank you. Holly Harrar, SUTV News.
Well, I know I have to change a few things around the house. Thanks, Holly. Let's hand it over to Chandler Harris to tell us what Cub programs to look forward to this week. Chandler?
Thanks, Priscilla. Well, welcome to another week of entertainment, everybody. And boy, do I have a lot of small-town events happening this week, and I can't wait to tell you all about it. The Shippensburg Shape Gallery is featuring local high school art, and it's free to the public. The exhibit currently has over 15 pieces on display. The art featured in the Shape Gallery range from paintings to multimedia projects. The gallery offers an exciting collection which attracts different artists each month. This month's display highlights high school students from Shippensburg. Don't miss out on the young talent at the Shape Gallery. Tomorrow is the last day of the current exhibit from 4 to 7 p.m. If you're interested in small creatures and critters, the Thought Lot has you covered. They're hosting the Shippensburg Reptile and Small Animal Expo on Saturday the 29th. The event is $4 to get in, while children under 6 are free. Door prizes will be available, as well as one special prize, including a free snake. That's right, they're giving out a reptile out there. And a portion of the proceeds will go to a local charity. It all starts at 10 a.m. APB has 2 movies coming out in the Orndorff Theater this weekend. Thor: The Dark World is the first one up. I actually went to go see this movie. In this sequel of the series, Thor must protect Earth from the Dark Elves. Thor has a lot on his plate, like always, and he's trying to bring peace to the 9 realms while dealing with Jane, who has some new mysterious powers. Relationships are changed, and Thor has even more at stake than the first time. And I know that Loki is the enemy that everyone loves to hate, so let's see how he and Thor's untraditional brotherly love shapes out this time. You won't want to miss it, especially because you get to see it for free, F-R-E-E, at Orndorff Theater. Gravity is next. You might remember Gravity was the one that won 7 Oscars from the award show, and from Best Director to Best Sound Mixing, it basically won everything. You almost want to rename the Oscars to the Gravities. Hey, what's that? Gravity just won another Oscar. Anyway, Sandra Bullock plays a medical engineer, Dr. Ryan Stone, and she is on her first shuttle mission. She is alongside veteran astronaut Matt Kowalski, played by George Clooney. Sounds like they would have everything under control. Like they would have a nice, peaceful mission. But, of course not. When debris hit their shuttle, everything goes out of whack, and then they're thrown into space with nothing but each other. Definitely seems like an interesting story, and you may want to see why it won so many awards. And it's free. Did I already say that? I think I did. And if you're looking for a way to get your singing heard, listen up, because I have a singing voice myself. Cub Program is hosting karaoke this Saturday. So whether you're belting this solo to some Michael Jackson, or you grab a couple of your buds and do your own rendition of YMCA, it's guaranteed to be a good time. Free smoothies and pretzels will be provided for those who attend, as well as free door prizes. It all starts at 10 at McFeely's. And Cassidy Pope and Sam Hunt are coming to Ship on Saturday to the Cub NPR at 8. Well, that's it for entertainment this week, everybody. Hope you all get the chance to go out there and support some of these events. I'm Chandler Harris. Back to Holly and John at the desk.
Coming up on SUTV, find out which ship athlete is a national champion.
Sports is next.
Field hockey made a lot of noise when the team won a national championship last semester. Someone else is joining the ladies on top of the podium. Junior Braden Burley became the second track and field athlete to claim a national title in Ships history. Burley won the mile event with a time of 4:10.40 and had a strong finish in the last 800 meters to hold off Mansfield's Mike Robinson. March is National Athletic Training Month. During the month, awareness is raised for athletic trainers and sports medicine staff and the work they provide. Athletic trainers work with student athletes to help aid injuries, prevent injuries, rehabilitation efforts, and other clinical diagnoses. For more information on Athletic Month, go to nata.org. Let's get you caught up on a few things since we were on spring break last week. Track and field has started its outdoor season after a strong indoor season. Megan Lundy beat her own school record in the 400 and received All-American honors. She was named the PSAC Indoor Track Women's Student Athlete of the Year. Laquan Chapman was named the PSAC Indoor Track Men's Athlete of the Year. David Oschnitz was named the Men's Indoor Coach of the Year as well. Field hockey was recognized at PSU's Bryce Jordan Center over spring break. Their reign continues and they'll start their exhibition games soon. And football has started back again and they started practices on Tuesday. Spring game is April 12th and SUTV Sports will have coverage. Well, it doesn't feel much like spring sports season, but that has not stopped lacrosse. Ship faced Edinburgh on Saturday in the brutal wind.
Ship's Kayla Dalzell. She's a real goal-getter. Behind the goal with a turnaround shot that gives Ship an early 3-0 lead. The Fighting Scots were indeed fighters in this one as they battled back quickly. Rebecca Martin assists Jenny Worth for the first of 10 Edinburgh goals. But, like the wind, the Raiders were persistent until the end. Courtney Kennedy assists Gary Grenfell, knee brace and all. Grenfell had 2 goals on as many shots. She and her teammates outlast Edinburgh. Final score in this one, Ship 11, Edinburgh 10. Chris Eckstein, SUTV Sports.
The team will host its annual Lax for Life game on Saturday. The event raises money for the awareness of teen suicide. It's always nice when sports take a bigger role. That's it for sports, and now we send it back to the desk. Holly and John.
That's all from us here at SUTV News. I'm Holly Harrar.
And I'm John Schaeffer.
Keep up to date with everything SUTV by liking our Facebook page, following us on Twitter, and visiting our webpage.
Stick around after SUTV News for an SUTV sports special called At Bat. At Bat is a closer look at Shift softball and baseball, as well as the upcoming MLB season. You don't want to miss it.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.